Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I'm Bob, back for another episode of Age of Wonders 4. I thought I was going to be gone this week, but plans have changed, so I am still here, back to record another episode, which is exciting because I am looking forward to what comes next in this game. In the last episode, we had an absurd explosion of defenders around Falkreath and, to a lesser extent, Whiterun. These guys actually have their work cut out for them because although I did spawn a lot of defenders of my own, the enemy also spawned a lot of attackers of their own, and they're coming from mostly Dawnwatch here, which is becoming kind of a nuisance, but I think these guys can hold them off. It did occur to me that I should probably, since Whiterun keeps getting hit by Dawnwatch, I should probably take at least one other city and have them defend Whiterun instead of Falkreath. I think I have so many units in Falkreath, it doesn't really make sense to send more over there. As a matter of fact, I might pop down here and have Draktur do the same. Oh wait, they're not my vassal yet. They will be next turn though. So maybe when they become my vassal on the next turn, I'll have them do that. Because Whiterun is probably going to be getting hit pretty consistently by Dawnwatch throughout this whole game, I think. And I don't really want to spend resources and units to defend them. But yeah, let's get into your feedback for this week before I jump into my gameplay and get carried away. Let's see. First off, thank you to Rhett Marut and Nocturne for clarifying the name of the city that I was thinking of from Skyrim would be Markarth. I knew it started with an M. It's that one way out west in the Reach, where all the Forsworn are. I remembered everything about the city, except for the name. It's been too long since I played Skyrim. So yeah, we got Markarth. Thank you for that. To my fellow Skyrim friends from Nocturne, also the vassal armies stay until they're killed. I was not sure about this. So, yeah, apparently these guys will just stick around until one of the enemies deals with them, which means Falkreath is probably safe for a very long time unless the enemy hits me with multiple armies all at once. But since Mirabelle seems thoroughly tied down trying to get rid of this bird nest over here, she's not really much of a threat at the moment. It doesn't feel like. Now, I do know, I've said in the past, I saw units come through this portal here, which looks like it leads to where blue is, maybe kind of where yellow is, although that's just an outpost. So we might see more enemy units trying to come through that portal, but if they do, they will get a nasty surprise. So we'll let Falkreath take care of itself for now. I, in the meantime, need to go deal with this situation here because these umbral tyrant guys are sending crap from somewhere else. It might be another infestation through that other rift. It might be worth popping up over there and seeing if I can do something about it. From Chris Lighthawk, just a clarification on how city stability works. I actually did not know this, but positive city stability, and you can see if you just highlight city stability here, high stability boosts food, draft, and production income. It does not boost gold or mana income, which is noticeable. I did not know that, which is why when I boosted stability by buying a bathhouse somewhere in the last episode, it did not affect my gold. However, negative city stability reduces all city income, which does include gold and mana. So yeah, it's you get bonuses to 3 of the resources for having high stability, but you get debuffs to all of the resources if it's low. So definitely worth trying to keep your people happy. Unless you're dark culture, and then, who cares? But yeah, let's get back into it. We got some gameplay to go through. Now, I think I was waiting for some reason to get that desecrated temple. Why was I waiting on that? I think it was the Spider Matriarch wand. That's what I wanted. Yeah, I was going to give it to this guy so that he could summon an extra unit going in there. I think that's the only thing. I am in the process of summoning an Entwined Protector. It might make sense to pop him into this army if I feel like I need a shield unit. Maybe in place of the Honor Blade. We'll see. I might do that. Mostly this army could also just be filled out a little bit more because I don't quite have 3 stacks there. Let's see what else we got. I guess you guys can wait for now. This army does need to begin moving in this direction, so I'm going to go ahead and send Dovahkiin there, actually. And we're going to go down there. I'm going to at least go kill that army that's invading, but I might actually try going all the way through that area and just seeing what's on the other side of that portal, though I have to be careful because I'm underneath what I presume to be an enemy hotspot in that northwestern area where that portal exits to. Okay, we got Pact of Loyalty with these guys. Nobody else is even trying to buddy up with them, which is rather surprising to me, but maybe they don't have a, maybe they don't have actually, oh, no, there's a cave entrance right there. I guess I know them through Arcadia, but, well, I guess that is kind of in my territory, because the cave entrance sort of connects closer to Arcadia than it does to any enemies, so that might actually make sense why I met them possibly before the enemy did, despite them mostly being right underneath the enemy. Alright, I think I can go to the next turn here. I did want to check Imperium real quick, make sure I'm not missing out on anything. I do have the ability to get and make teleporters now, but I think I was holding off on a few different expenses here actually until I was confident that I actually needed to start using something, like once I'm ready to actually build a teleporter or expand a province further away from a city center. So I think I can just go to the next turn for now. We'll see what happens next. I do want to kind of keep an eye on Mirabelle over here, although last I saw, I think she may have run in and gotten some more units killed. She's really struggling with this stuff here. To be honest, I don't blame her. There's a lot of crap there, but she's got to send more units at it if she wants to actually knock it out. And Anthony Brown and I were talking in the comments a little bit about the difficulty that the computers, the AI, seems to have with dealing with infestations on high threat level settings. I actually didn't notice this being much of an issue prior to the Eldritch Realms update, but I do think that with the Eldritch Realms update and the Shadow Realms on the full umbral invasion settings, there's like a lesser version of the umbral settings you can do, but for me, at least on the full version, the AI really does struggle with those, and I think it actually restricts their growth a little bit. It's definitely working in my favor in this game, but I actually think this game would be significantly harder for me if all the infestations were just off. So I don't want to turn them completely off, but I might try to tone them down a little bit in a future game and see if that makes much of a difference, because right now I haven't really had to fight the AI at all. I'm just going to keep vowing to destroy all these guys. We're not going to make friends with any of them. Now, if the AI was smart, they might try to make friends with the Umbral guys, but I don't know how smart they actually are. I'm not really sure what their diplomatic state is with them anyway. Okay, good news, proceed. Now, I do want to have these guys defend Whiterun. We don't need them sending out attacking armies anywhere. Hello? Where did you come from? Probably that shadow portal there. Yep, there is... Ooh, gross. That's going to be a lot harder to deal with than the little nests I've been messing up. Alright, Whiterun actually could use some help. All of a sudden, I feel the need to get defenders down there. And you know what? These guys don't need to be up here anymore. Let me give this guy his wand before I forget. Here we go. I'm going to use that to try to clear this. Once I clear this, I think I may have them go back down to Whiterun. It's starting to look like I could use a little backup in that area. Some of my friends have definitely lost some of their units, and those Umbral guys aren't going to help. They must have had a big battle here, though, because there were 3 stacks of red units, and they're gone too. So they at least did some damage. And I think they should clear off those leftovers, unless they go after the Umbral stuff first. Alright, let me go ahead and move these guys forward. I am going to add the... I am going to go ahead and summon one of these Entwined Protectors here. Mostly just so I could really use shield guys, and they should fit well with my build. Then let's explore. This is once again a risky battle, but I think I'm going to spend the mana to delay the summoning to buy myself some time. And I'm going to summon that spider. I think with the spider in this, it tips it in my favor. Probably still going to be kind of a tough one, though. Delay demonic summoning. In 8 turns, I think I could probably clear that out in 8 turns. Yeah, let's give it a try. So we got Balor, we got Infernal Juggernauts. I actually haven't fought these guys very much. This could go pretty poorly with the amount of fire damage that they could output, because I have 2 units here that are weak to it. But I do kind of need them in for the healing. I don't really have any defenders or any very defensive units outside of the one plant. I don't know. This one looks weirdly hard. I think I already spent the mana on the summons. You know what? I've got a lot of friends in this area. We're gonna see what we can do. I'm gonna allow the AI to use spells in auto and see how it goes, but I got a feeling the auto loses this one. Oh, they actually won. Do I accept that? Honestly, I might. I don't know if I could have done that a whole lot better. Hero barely survived. Glade Runner barely survived. Monk... Well, no, Glade Runner comfortably survived. I do miss out on the Nymph, but I have other status clears. I don't know. I really didn't want to lose that Nymph. I was actually okay with losing him, and I don't really care about the Monk. They're easy to replace. The Nymph, I don't think I got the tome that lets me... Did I get Tome of Fertility? No, I went with Glades. And then I think I went with Shades. So yeah, I did not get the Tome of Fertility. I can't get that Nymph back unless I get another one from Rally of Lieges, which is possible. You know, I think I take this. I don't think I could have done that a whole lot better. Not with all that fire damage. I'll accept it. Take the Bounce, and then... I could get a Dire Penguin. For minus 10 alignment, a unit of true evil origin. I think the Dire Penguin thing is funny because I have a personal vendetta against those guys ever since an incident that happened in Age of Wonders 3. Knowledge. That's not much knowledge, but I don't need the alignment either, so the knowledge is probably the best option here. I'll take it. Clearing that out is a substantial amount of extra mana and a lot of extra research per Reacher's Post and City Domain. I don't know if I have a whole lot of those, but I might switch to more of them later. Alright, well, let's get you guys back with your army. In fact, let's get you guys headed this way, I think. We will add... We lost the Monk. We lost a... We did not lose an Honor Blade. Still got him. I'll add a Monk back. And who else? I lost the Nymph, so we'll replace them with the... whatever this Ritualist guy is, the Vow Keeper. Alright. Well, I'm going to have them start heading back down towards Whiterun, because I feel like I might need a little extra backup down there. And, Dovahkiin's busy. I'm getting very close to Tome of Cleansing Flame. I'm going to grab the Shade here. This actually, that research boost is kind of helpful, because it's helping me to get this last push towards Tome of Cleansing Flame. And as soon as I have that, I'm going to start researching Pyre Shrines, and then I'll start mass-producing Tier 3s. I want to kind of hold off on that until I have the Pyre Shrines so they can get the Faithful bonus. That'll help not only with unit upkeep, but it'll also help with keeping everyone safe from the Cleansing Flame effect that I'm probably going to be spreading everywhere. Alright, let's get you guys down underground. Go stop this mess from happening. Back to the Abyss. Okay, I guess you guys can just go there. And they're gonna pillage that, unfortunately. I will have to fix it, but not a whole lot I can do about that. Alright, now, how can where would be a good place for this guy to go? I'm actually starting to think that maybe I would be better off getting this scout to explore that back corner area. I don't know how useful or how well I'm going to be able to get past all this enemy stuff. I guess I'll try, because if he dies, he's just going to get sent back anyway. So we'll see how far I can get with him again. I just really love how they can never actually die if you just run them away. Shade network is done. So I would benefit from that in basically any city that's touching, for each non-owned city that shares a border with the city. So basically any city that's touching a vassal's borders would be a good candidate for the Shade network. So Riften, Whiterun, Falkreath, all three of my cities could benefit from that to some extent. Whiterun can annex something else. Okay, what was I needing in Whiterun? I think I kind of wanted to get the granary. I was looking for another forester, probably. I could take one on the mana node for now and turn it into something else later, but that would just get me some extra mana income. Probably the smarter play, as long as these guys don't try to pillage it, which they might. Alright. This does give me the granary option. Shortcut. I got focus crystals from somewhere. It would be nice if I could complete one of these other two sets. The Imperial Essence or the Rings of Binding. Rings of Binding in particular would be really nice. I would love to power up that one hero even more. Fireforged stones are going to be harder to come by, though. Unless maybe these guys... I wonder if that last city-state that I haven't quite gotten... I wonder what their resource is. These guys that are up here. Palisade. Do you guys happen to have... No, they have focus crystals. Okay. Darn. I was kind of hoping they had a Fireforged stone. Ah, that's okay. I'm sure... come across one eventually. I am going to forge another one of those items, but in order to do that, I have to start dipping into my arsenal, so I don't know how many of these I'm going to actually make. But because everything I destroy from in here, well, let's see how much it would actually cost. So, Spider Matriarch Wand is 150, so I need to basically destroy as little as I can, which is going to be basically 80. Something worth 80. We can destroy the Frenzying Sphere, probably. Well, that's not a terrible magic item. I might keep that. I don't need any tier 1 crap, so I guess I'll start by getting rid of that. The Ruthless Signet maybe would be a good candidate. Rune leggings. I think I generally have better leggings. Although, actually, I have a lot of heavy armor greaves. If I get a new hero, I probably will still use those rune leggings. Maybe the Cloak of Hexing. Yeah, let's get rid of that. I don't think I'm going to use that. Okay. That's just enough to get one more of those spider ones. Let's go ahead and do that. Blueprints. Spider Matriarch Wand. Forge. That's probably all I'm going to make for now. I don't want to dip into my arsenal too much. We'll see. We'll see where I'm at economically. I do have pretty strong gold income right now. How much of that is actually coming from my Dragon Horde? I've got 57 and 4. It's making like 61. It actually isn't a make or break difference. And I'm making 61 mana too, the equivalent amount in mana. This gets me a benefit right now that I should probably take if I think I'm going to want it. And I think I am going to want it. I am trying to build more of my special province improvements in this game, so I think I'm going to take that just because I have the Imperium for it right now, and I don't immediately need the Imperium for something else. So it's just more gold income, get it earlier rather than later, and it stacks up more. Okay, got a level of renown for this dude. Wonder if he completed his major ambition in there. He did. He slayed an undead or fiend unit. I actually kind of forgot he needed to do that, so that's nice. It's always nice when you accidentally do something good. Alright, cool. He definitely needs some patching up, though. That guy... Yep, there it is. That guy got pretty beat up, though. I did get a flying mount in there. A bone wyvern mount, I think. I wonder if that's something I should put on one of my other 2 heroes. That would be possibly better than the spider. Or the... Well, the hunter spider's pretty good, because it's got a jump ability. I like that a lot. What about yours? Yours is just a dread spider mount. You got the web, but I think I would rather have the flight. So I'm going to confirm that. That'll allow her to maneuver over other units easier and get into a better position to defend people. Alright, now I'm at war with 3 of these umbral dwellings, these actual, like, umbral cities. I think 3 of them. Might be more than that, actually. Yeah, we're going to hold off on the Entwined Protectors. I'm just going to start summoning a bunch of those once I have the Pyre Shrines. Okay. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I do want to get another one for dealing with Whiterun. Now, we'll rely on the city-states to defend Whiterun. I am going to find one more, though, and change their orders to defending Whiterun instead of Falkreath. Okay, like, probably you. It doesn't really matter who, honestly. Defend Whiterun. They're preparing missions. They'll be done in about 5 turns, so I should have quite a few more friends pop up there soon. I may need to rebalance those again in the future, but for now, I think we're good. Alright, let's end the turn and see what happens next. Okay, I thought my computer had locked up there, which would have been annoying because I didn't save it. This game always crashes when I least expect it. Whenever I don't do the quick save. I actually, unfortunately, had to turn the autosave off because my save files were getting so bloated. I kind of wish there was a way you could... Excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, managed to mute my mic so you guys didn't have to hear that. I wish there was a way to customize the number of autosaves that the game keeps, because I don't need like freaking 30 autosaves of the game. I just need like the past 5, but it just spams them, so I turned it off. Thought I heard a spell get cast in this general area Mirabelle might be lurking about, but again, don't really need to worry about it because of the absolute absurdity of that one event. Can't count on that forever. Eventually they'll get worn down, but I think I'm going to have so many city-states, though, that I could probably resupply their numbers pretty well. Okay, this was a mistake on their part, I think. We'll go ahead and do the auto-combat, and... yeah, let's just try that. I think I slaughter these guys easily. Now, did you really need to lose the magma elemental? I don't think you did. But I don't really want to waste my time saving one magma elemental, even though it was kind of getting close to evolving. I'm gonna let him die. Mostly because once I get my next build online, these guys are going to be basically obsolete and kind of dead weight. Like, that magma elemental is not going to be nearly good enough to hang out with any of my armies, which are going to be coming up very soon. If I was not about to get the Tome of the Cleansing Flame, I probably would have fought to save that unit. But because I am about to get access to Pyre Templars, as well as the Pyre Shrine, which that I actually get immediately, which is very nice. Basically, any unit aside from the Glade Runners, the Entwined Protectors, and the Pyre Templars, and maybe some support units. Any other unit is going to essentially be obsolete. And I don't really want to bother wasting money on their upkeep. So let's get this. This is the star of the show in this game. Honestly, probably the most overpowered tome in the game, at least considering that it's a tier 3. Okay, I don't need Zealous Ignition, but I absolutely do want Flame Blessed Champions. And I want Pyre Templars. So let's lock Flame Blessed Champions. Let's go straight for Pyre Templars. 4 turns until we can start spam mass producing those guys. We need to prep cities for that. Whiterun, I think, needs the Town Hall 4. I think I need Town Hall 4 wherever I'm planning to make them. I think Riften is the only place that currently can. At least I'm pretty sure you need Town Hall 4 for those guys. Might actually be Town Hall 3. Town Hall 4 might be for tier 5s? I don't remember. I should probably plan for that, though. Just in case it's needed. The Pyre Shrine will take 3 turns to build. Counts as a forester. I just need to pick a spot for that. I will let this city continue on its current trajectory with that granary. So I got the 2 foresters for it. Once that's done, they actually don't have the population to get the Palace of Vows, at least not discounted. But I can use this city to build Glade Runners once I have a Pyre Shrine ready. So I think I'm actually going to, you know what, I'm going to hold off on that granary. And I'm going to get a Pyre Shrine built in Whiterun. Preferably somewhere where it's not going to get burned down right away, because the defenders in Whiterun are starting to look a little thin. I don't think it really matters where I put this. It's a forest, but I don't have anything that has forest adjacencies. So I'm actually going to... Well, hang on. I got to do the special improvements through here. I'm going to do it here. Wait, hang on. It has an adjacency bonus. Should probably look at it. Gets benefits from other foresters. Okay, that's fine. I actually think this is a decent enough spot for it, because I'm probably going to turn this farm into a forester eventually, because I have other farms out here, so I don't really need one down there. I think this spot's probably fine. Can have a quarry there that I could probably build quarries somewhere else too, so if I really wanted to, I could make that another forester, although I normally kind of like building mines on the iron nodes, if I can, because mines are a little harder to get set up. I think this spot makes the most sense. It's also close to the city, so easier to defend, and it's a very important upgrade. So yeah, let's do that. Pyre Shrine, get that built now, and then I can at least start making other units out of Whiterun. Might not make the Pyre Templars yet, because I may need the upgrade for them. But I think this is good enough, and we're gonna fast track that and get it done quickly. In fact, I might even consider hurrying production on that. How much would that cost? 400 gold? I have like 5,000. What kind of units can I make in here right now? It'd be the Glade Runners, most likely. How much health do those guys have left? Nobody's touched them yet. That's kind of annoying. Alright, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and splurge a little bit, I think. We'll get that Pyre. You know what? No. I know I have a ton of gold, but I've still got some defenders here. These guys are going to be kind of an annoying little nuisance, but I've still got some defenders there. We'll save the gold. I keep saying it. I know I keep saying it over and over, but we'll save the gold. We'll rely on these units because that gold is going to dry up very fast once Pyre Templar spam begins. So, sorry to beat a dead horse, so to speak, on that, but it's happened in every time I've tried this build so far that gold dries up so fast. Although, to be fair, in those other games, I did not have the number of vassal cities I have in this one. This was This was not originally part of my plan going into this game, having this many vassals. Alright, I killed those guys. The question is, do I go after the source, or do I ignore them and go about my merry way? If I go after the source, I potentially make room for other cities, because this is kind of under the enemy. And I sort of think it might distract Maribel if I leave whatever it is alone. It must be a nest, but, you know, wait, though, that wasn't a nest, though. That was actual units from a city. I'm trying to figure out where they came from. Oh, here. They have probably another portal here. I can see the borders of one of their cities. So what they did was they came from that portal through this portal. So basically, if I wanted to hunt them down, that's going to be quite a trek, because I got to go through this cave entrance, out of this portal, then all the way through this cave, which is directly under enemy territory, all the way to go into another shadow realm and figure out where they are. That's too much of a commitment. That's too far. And I don't feel like throwing this army that deep behind enemy lines. We're just going to have to be happy with blunting them when they come through there for now. Which is nice because they came and picked a fight with me, so I can just back right back out and go after and do something else. I'll just have to remember to try to station some units down there if I can. Alright, Markarth has grown. We did get... Oh wait, we got the hut there. I'm going to turn that into the School of Discipline or whatever that is. Oh, I can't do that until I get the Town Hall upgrade though. Okay, then let's work on that. And I also kind of need to work on the stonemason too. Any production I can get for this city would benefit it a lot. In fact, let's do that first, because if you get the stonemason done first, everything else is faster. We got our shade unit, so I could make some of them too. You know what? Let's do it. Let's hurry the production on this. I'm gonna splurge a little bit here. I want to start getting the Glade Runners out. Maybe a couple Shades, maybe a couple Avengers, but at least 2 Glade Runners, because I don't have a whole lot of other range. I think we can afford to throw an Avenger into the mix. I do kind of like them better than the Shades. The Shades is one of those units that I don't think it makes a good one to mass produce. I think it's nice to have 1 or 2 in a battle, because they can be kind of unique, but they're not really frontline units. You don't really mass produce Shades. You use them for special occasions, kind of. Yeah, we'll just go 2 Glade Runners, and then we'll throw an Avenger in. That's at least giving Whiterun something to work on, and they can still continue the granary. After that, I might go for some draft buildings to speed that process up. Alright, you keep going this way. Yeah, I'm going to rely on my cities a little bit for that extra gold income. I think they will help a lot. I can take this desecrated temple right now if I want it. And I think I do, because that's more Imperium. And Imperium is good. Let's take it. Falkreath is becoming a very, very good city. But I do need that next town hall upgrade. I need so many buildings in Falkreath. I think next up is Masonic Hall, because I really like getting production and growth first. Who leveled up? Who is this? This would be one of my defenders. I think I wanted Rallying Cry. Yeah, let's grab that. That was the defender that is not the lusty Argonian maid. And I got a couple friends here sitting around waiting to have their... Oh wait, they're in the prison. Well, they can stay in the prison then. I'm not going to be executing them, because that's a bad thing to do. Give me bad guy points, and I don't want those, but they can sit in the prison and provide me with research. If I took their stuff or released them, I could get income from their items, but I don't want to release units from people that I'm currently actively at war with. So they can just sit there and chill. do I want to go ahead and hurry a pyre shrine in Riften as well? I wonder. I want to look at this for a second. They got a forester there. Riften does not have a whole lot in terms of foresters. There's 2 up there. This would be a decent spot for a pyre shrine. Close to the city. In a defendable area between 2 major cities. Okay. I think what I do here is I finish the estate hall, which might hurry production on that too, actually, because the town hall is going to take 6 turns to make. Yeah, let's do that. Get that done so the city can grow a bit faster. I'll take this tile next, if I remember to, in preparation for putting a pyre shrine there. And then in the meantime, I'm going to take that next town hall upgrade and get that done. Okay. No units for the Riften yet because I don't have the pyre shrine spot set up. And right now, all new units that I produce from here on out, I want to have faithful. Now, one thing I can do is, because I have the pyre shrine in this city, I believe it applies to units summoned in that city's borders, so I can start getting some shield guys ready to go. I think it applies to them. Let me check. How do I actually look at it? Here we go. Units produced in the city gain faithful. Okay, the shield guys won't get it. Although I'm going to summon one there anyway, because it's still probably better to have a unit than not have a unit. I thought that applied to summons too, but apparently not. That's too bad. Alright. Let it do a quick save there, or yeah, quick save, and then see what comes next. Noctis is moving. Have not heard anything from him since that one early rush he did out of that portal. It's a little strange. But he might be getting tied up in the umbral abyss, fighting other things. Or maybe he knows what's on the other side of the portal and he just doesn't want to try it now. But that was actually fairly clear for a while. He could have sent more stuff through earlier in the game and it would have been a pain for me to deal with. But I think him and Maribel are the only people I've really even seen. I also did notice, alright, I keep calling her Maribel. I guess it's Larissa Mirabilis is her last name or something like that. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, Anura the Cold-Blooded still doesn't have their capital back. I should probably click on that every now and then to see where she's at, because if I can get lucky and she wanders too close to my territory, I might be able to pick her off and just knock her out of the game. Another one. Alright, well, just line them up and knock them down, I guess. Once these guys are out, taking these things down is going to be pretty easy. Let's see where she's at right now. Where are you hanging out these days? Somewhere in the umbral abyss, near this cave entrance, which is kind of under Markarth, actually. Hang on a second. That was where I was planning on sending my... That is where my army is going next. Huh, interesting. Wonder if that connects to where she is. Can't tell for sure, but probably worth checking out. Oh, you know what? I'll just add that shield unit to this guy's army to replace the magma spirit or elemental that I lost. Now, here's the question. Can all of these guys get down there? Oh, there's a army sitting right on top of it. One with a reaper, too. That's a little scary. Alright, I'm not going to fight that solo, or 1v1. I will move my armies here, and then we'll go in there on the next turn. In the meantime, I can summon the shield guy. In fact, I think I'm going to pop him in with Dovahkiin's army, because the other 2 armies already have defenders. Which one of you could use an honor guard more? I guess you, because you lost that unit, so go there. You go here. You go here. There we go. Alright. Let's get ready to head down there. I at least want to clear the haunted boneyard. It would be nice if I could go clear whatever's in there next. Although, yeah, there definitely is something in there, because it wouldn't be spreading the gloom otherwise. Alright, these guys are just chilling here now. I don't know what they're doing. Oh, there's that wyvern that got away a long time ago. Can't quite reach them, but we'll hang out in my borders and see if I can get to them on the next turn. I think that's a pretty easy battle for this army to take. There's no umbral tyrants or anything in it, so... In fact, maybe they'll be dumb and just come out after me. So I'll just go outside the borders, and that would save me a little walking if they do. Except for that unit, you can heal up for a turn. They're not going to be any use in that fight in that condition. Alright. I can kind of sneak past Arcadia here, because that's at least friendly territory. Maybe that scout can grab that tower. That would be nice. Okay, back in Falkreath, working on the Masonic Hall. I think I'm just going to let them kind of keep doing their thing. Markarth can annex another province. Let's grab Clawmark Cave. It's a quarry. I don't have one yet. Gives me a bunch of production. It'll help Markarth get off to a strong start. Now I'm still working on the stonemason. That has been boosted. Town Hall 2 is next after that, and it should be grown enough. City should be grown enough by that time that I can get it, I think, without wasting any extra production. Another war party from another angry city-state. Probably popping out of that. Don't like that there's another one on the way already, but I am producing some units. Oh, and the Haunted Graveyard, that would be these guys most likely coming up to greet me. It's an easy army to kill, but no matter how many units I have, the Dread Reapers scare me, because they can just get lucky, and then you lose stuff. I don't like that. Alright, let's go ahead and end the turn here. Kind of flying through turns quickly in this episode, but I guess that's a good thing. I keep looking over here for Larissa, and haven't seen her go at that great bird nest for a while. I'm almost afraid to clear it because it's been such a nice distraction. I really wish... Wait, hang on. If she's hanging out in the umbral area, she might get herself killed. Unless she's already taken over that area. That would be kind of funny. I still think the greatest thing that I've ever seen happen in this game as far as an AI getting themselves killed was a game at Age of Wonders 3. I don't know how many of you have been watching since the Age of Wonders 3 days on my channel, but there was a game when I was playing co-op with a few of my friends, and the last leader remaining was a customized Santa Claus character that I had made. We could not find him. On a big map, he was hiding somewhere in the caves. We couldn't find him. An event called the March of the Troll King happened, where trolls just swarmed across the map. And we had taken his capital. At some point, the trolls found him and clubbed him to death. Poor Santa just died, and we just kind of randomly won the game. It was amazing. We could have a similar situation with Anura here if she's not careful, because once again, she still does not have her capital. It's very strange she hasn't moved it yet. Does she even have a city, or is she just like hiding out? I don't know what's going on with her, because you can move your capital, I think. I don't know. I've never done it before, but I'm pretty sure you can. You could in the last Age of Wonders, if I remember correctly, so... Yeah, it doesn't give me an option to, but I would assume if you lost your capital city, it would give you an option to. Alright, are you guys still hanging out on that cave entrance? No, they're not. So I can go down and cause some problems. Alright, so what do we got here? They're split up enough to where I can take them individually. Where did the Dread Reaper go? There you are. Oh gosh, there's two of them. Might want to try to take them out first if I can. I don't like them. They're just on patrol, so yeah. So that's not gonna. They're not gonna spawn another army. And the other thing is that I'm far enough away from that center one that if I take this group first, which I could do by moving Dovahkiin, the only other army that would respond is this one and possibly that one. And I think I'd be okay. So let me do that. Fortunately, we are fighting on Gloom here too, which makes this a little bit more annoying, but it should be fine. Move them here. And let's take out these Dread Reapers, and then on the next turn I can run down and clear the graveyard after presumably these guys attack me. This is actually the Umbral Tyrant, so that's a whole different thing. Are there two infestations down here? It looks like there's three different things that all converge around this point. I think there's two. There's an Umbral. Okay, that's an Umbral nest. And then there's this, which goes down here. Yeah, I think there's two that are kind of intersecting here. Gross. All right, let's see if I can just do the auto. If something dies, it's probably because a Reaper killed it. All right, I will take that. You guys can chill. They won't heal, but that's okay for now. Where'd you guys go? Cowards? Running away? Alright, I see how it is. Well, fortunately, I kind of don't need them up there, so for now, I want these guys to hang out here. Get in the walls. We'll wait and see if those guys come back. And as for you, I'm gonna have him... Yeah, we'll go for that tower. Okay, granary's done there. I still need time for this city to grow, so let's... Gosh, I could actually use another forester already. Let's switch this to a forester. That would give the Pyre Shrine another adjacency bonus, and I probably should have started doing that on the last turn. Also, I kind of need a blacksmith. So the next time this grows, I need to try to pick up another quarry. I wonder if I could take that. Let's go ahead and summon another Entwined Protector for them. Let's see if I can get him another tier 3 unit, send him in there, and see if I can clear the Haunted Halls, because this is the guy with the Spider Wand. Speaking of the Spider Wand, I just finished one of those. Probably should have given it to these guys. Do I have anything that I'm willing to swap out on him? I really like this guy's items. I need the Umbral Malady immunity right now. I really like the Astral Heart, especially on that dragon. Yeah, I think I really like his items the way they are, and I think that dragon's generally going to have better things to do than summon a spider, so we'll give, you know what, we'll give it to the Lusty Argonian Mage. She can have a spider pet. I'm going to hold off on more of those ones for now. They are very good, but kind of want to keep my arsenal generating resources as much as I can. And 60 or so resources of both mana and gold per turn is not bad, though it can be a lot better. Let's see, I could you know what, let's grab that Shade Network since I don't have anything else to build here at the moment. we'll take the Shade Network, and then after that I might grab the Blacksmith to help hurry up all these guys. But that's more research, and I can still use the research. Although getting the Pyre Templars was the biggest hurdle for me to get past. It was not the end of this build. This goes all the way through to my tier 5 tome, just getting better and better. Let's see. I could take pop growth instantly in all cities. Completing a province annexation summons an animal. That one's a pretty good one to get early. You get a lot of free units, but they also tend to clutter your economy. I don't know that I really have a use for a bunch of extra animals right now, other than to just throw them wildly into hopeless battles, and I mean, maybe that's reason enough, I don't know. I got 589 Imperium, so I have a pretty good amount. I think I could take that. I can always disband them if I don't want them, but for now I actually think I could use a few extras, so they're not going to be very good. They're throwaway units, but I can take throwaway units. Okay, Larissa just came back. Ruler Zorn or whatever just came back. Good news, proceed. Alright, cooperation. I want you to actually continue to reinforce Falkreath, because I just put 2 people on three city-states. I just switched to Whiterun. I don't want to overcompensate. Alright. I'm probably going to get attacked down here on this turn. It should be an easy fight, but we'll see. If any of you guys have thoughts of like really good items that would actually be worth discarding material for, like deconstructing items in my horde, if there's any items that you think would actually be worth doing that for, let me know. I actually kind of think maybe more. I think filling out the spider wands might actually be worth it, so maybe I do want to do that, because they're only 150 each. And you're talking about a tier 4 summon in every battle. That's pretty good. I think at least getting one for my other... You know, I am actually going to get one for my other defender. I don't know if I'll get one for my dragon, but because I really like the items he has. But I think one of them for my other defender might be worth it. I think really one on every other hero might be worth it, just because they're only 150 each. Gosh, do I want to take out the Umbral Nest first, or the Haunted Graveyard? I think probably the Haunted Graveyard, before it goes back into summoning mode. I really, really don't like those Dread Reapers. Umbral Tyrants are scary and all, but at least they can't one-shot your stuff. Hello? Sorry, I promise I'm going after your neighbors right now, not you. Here for later. Unfortunately, they moved back to within range of their friends, but honestly, looking at those armies, they don't look bad. Okay, the Lodestar event is done. Alright, I did not get attacked there, which surprises me a little bit. Let's pop back up and look at Whiterun, because I kind of wanted to see if I could get that Haunted Halls. If I can, I may... Well, actually, you know what? Now that I look at this, I wouldn't be I think I should probably still try to get it, I guess. But I did just get a Glade Runner here, although he had a Glade Runner already, so I guess I'll send his in. His Glade Runner is more expendable because it does not have Faithful. Alright, let's summon you here and see what's inside. Another risky battle. Delayed stirring skeletons, is this? This is the one with the sarcophagus, which also I think means it's the one... No, it doesn't. Okay, one of these has like an undead queen in it that if you kill it, the battle ends. I do not think that's this one. based on the narrative description. Dovahkiin loses mana in the upcoming battle. Delayed stirred skeletons is active. Each 2 turns, stirring skeletons is active. Okay. I actually am not worried about this effect because I normally destroy those sarcophagi before they have a chance to actually overwhelm me. I just focus on destroying the graves rather than worrying about standing next to them. Let me see what attacking them does. There are 2 Reapers here. That is kind of scary, not gonna lie. And 2 dragons. That's a lot of crap. I don't know about that one. The Reapers in particular are kind of terrifying. No, we're backing off. We're not doing that. That's a little much to ask of that army, I think. Let's move you here, add you there, put you guys together here, and pull you guys back. Oh, they can't quite make it back. All right, well then we'll send other units out of the walls so that if I get attacked, they can help defend. Those umbral guys, I just saw them as I was moving that unit. I think they're still hanging out over there. I don't know what they're doing, though. All right. Unlike that other battle, this one should be pretty easy. In fact, I can move these guys in here. They should heal a bit. All right. Safe battle, auto combat. Not worried about this one. We're fine. Belt of the Berserker. That is a tier 3 item I will never use, but it can sit in the Horde, so... An Arc Fire Orb. Okay, I'm going to take those, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the item forge. I am going to make another one of those spider summoning wands. Let's see, the Belt of the Berserker is 120. That would give me exactly enough. And I generally will not use that item. I don't really like having Berserker on my heroes because I don't like losing control of them when their health falls below that threshold. So we're going to just disenchant that because it gives me exactly enough for another wand. I don't know why I keep clicking on that when I have the blueprint right here. Alright, so that's gone. One of several messes. I can move these guys into their territory a bit because they have the umbral malady immunity, and then I can kind of keep these guys just outside of it. I might even throw an outpost down here. Yeah, I'm going to, just to have a little spot for some healing in the caves. And maybe a little advance notice if anything heads my way. Let's grab this tower, see what we can see. Looks like Flint Wall's in trouble. That's a whole lot of not my problem right there. I'm going to get this guy over the mountains and try to get back into this area up here that I haven't been able to sneak into yet. If I just go across the mountains, we'll see. I got pyre templars down already. Oh, I got a big boost of research from something I did. Let's take Flame Blessed Champions. I might... I think I'm going to save... I'm going to lock Consecrating Firestorm. Let me check the Tome Library real quick and see what else I get from... what else I can get from Tome of Cleansing Flame. Temple of the Pyre. That one's actually not a huge deal. I don't really care about. Flame Blessed Champions I definitely do want. Pure Flame Staves are good. And it pairs well with the Zeal effect that the Pyre Templars do, so I probably do want Pure Flame Staves. But Consecrating Firestorm is also perfectly fine, so let's lock that and take Flame Blessed Champions next. Okay. Riften gets its next province. I am going to take this one up here temporarily. Let's make this a quarry. I'm going to switch it to a pyre shrine, but at the moment the quarry actually makes sense. It gets me a little spider buddy. Alright, you can go out there with them. Okay, Pyre Templars do require this Palace of Vows. That's 470 to hurry up. And I do want to make the Pyre Shrine too before I start making them. Although I could start producing them. Okay, here's what we do. Hurry production of Palace of Vows. It's a big chunk of money, but no cost is too high for getting these Pyre Templars out as soon as I can. Then I switch to the Pyre Shrine. Put it there. Gets benefits from 2 of those immediately. I start producing the Templars. They take 7 turns apiece. So I'm going to need draft buildings here, which means future growth is going to require more quarries, because I don't have a... Well, I could build a blacksmith. That is, you know what, that's next on the list. In fact, that's higher on the list than the Pyre Shrine is, because the Pyre Templar isn't going to be done in time. So we'll let that kind of play through. A big surplus of draft could get it for me if I get a bunch of draft from something. We're going to just kind of hope that doesn't happen, because I really do want him to have faithful. Alright, you know what? We will let the Pyre Shrine go first, just in case I get a surplus of draft. I want every one of those guys to have faithful, because their upkeep is expensive. Dawnwatch send another war party. Okay, cool. And these guys are all doing great. That Fertile Plains will be moving through. Yeah, okay. I can leave them. These guys might come pick a fight with Dovahkiin there, since I'm poking into their land a bit. Alright. Drop another save. And see what they do. Larissa might be coming back down south by about now. Yep, there she is. Let's see what happens. See if she has any luck against this thing that she's been slamming into this entire game, apparently. Honestly, these are the most helpful infestations I've ever had. This little bit right here is just taking up so much of her attention, and she's making no progress on it. This is actually kind of fun, because I've never had a situation where I've had this good of a point of view of watching how the AI tries to fight infestations. It's not well. At least not on high world threat level. If it was the regular level, I think they'd have slaughtered them. What I really think this game needs, there's essentially 2 world threat level settings. There's normal and there's high. There needs to be one in between. Normal needs to be low, and then there needs to be a medium option added, and then a high option. Because I think the difference between normal and high is just one of the most night and day difficulty curve differences in this game. Like, normal, they're pushovers. High, you can easily get overwhelmed and killed just by infestations in the early game. I would really like to see another option added. And I say this with my fingers crossed, hoping that at least some of the devs watch my videos. Well, she killed something, but it, again, doesn't really matter because they were just extra unit spawns. She didn't actually do any damage to the units on the nest itself. By the way, I don't think the ones that are on the central tile of the infestation, and now she's going to get caught up, and there she goes again. Well, and she'll be back again to try the same thing. That's what's happening. She comes in, she fights their defenders, loses a bunch of stuff, then the other defenders come out, finish her off, and she does no damage to the central units on that hex itself. By the time she gets back down here, all this stuff will have respawned. The thing is, I think that the army that's actually on the center, I do not think they heal or respawn or anything. I think if you do damage to them, they're permanently hurt. I don't know that for sure, because normally I just clear them out, but that's what I think happens based on what I've experienced in this game so far. It looks like we've got company out here. These guys finally stopped being cowards and decided to come invade. Oh, this isn't cool, though. They're spreading their umbral crap into my land. Well, we can't have that, can we? This army, if it's the same one I saw earlier, shouldn't be too bad. Oh, they did add some umbral tyrants. Okay, that does change things a little. Maybe not a lot, but They won't be quite the pushovers I was hoping for. Let's see what the auto says, or what the battle preview says is how this is gonna pan out. It's a safe battle. I think I can do this. I think it doesn't help them that they're split up. This should be fine. Let's see, what did I lose? I lost the Wyvern, don't really care. I lost the Monk, also don't really care. Again, we're in the phase of the game where we start weeding out old units and replacing them with better ones. Now, can this army go on to go clear an Umbral City? Absolutely not. That's going to take Dovahkiin and maybe a few Pyre Templars, but they can at least sit here and kind of keep these guys off me for a little while. Who'd I lose? I didn't lose anyone in that main guy's army. I've got 2 monks there. I lost 1. Let's add you to this group and we'll add a healer. How's that? Ditch the spider. Add a seal bearer. There we go. Kind of trying to get a unit variety here. And then we'll ditch the monk and add a polearm unit, because why not? I like having a nice mix. Alright, now I can move in. Probably want to attack that stack. And they're just on patrol, so I don't have to worry about them spawning defenders. How are my other armies looking here, though? They had gotten a little beat up. How far can you guys reach? Not far enough. Alright, they're going to have to venture in the Umbral territory a little bit, but I think we can push through it. I would just really, really like to get all this crap down here off my back. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're safe distance away from the central hex, which actually is less scary than the patrolling army. Alright, head into the nasty, corrupt Umbral gloom. Please kill them. One thing this army's got going for it is just the sheer amount of like high-ranked units. They are some experienced troops. They've seen some stuff. Alright, I'm going to move. Let's see. I want to stay a certain distance away from that in case it spawns something. It shouldn't. Oh, it does say it's recovering. It'll reinforce at 0 to 3 turns. I think that changed once I killed their patrolling stack. We're standing on top of focus crystals right there, I just noticed. Neat. I don't know if I'll get those, but who knows? Maybe I could turn this into a city later. I was kind of planning on Markarth's borders expanding down here, but dang, there's actually a lot of territory I could dig out if I wanted to. Alright, well, for now, let's keep a healthy 1, 2, 3, 4 distance. So right there is fine. We'll move everyone else up as far as I can. That way, if this does spawn something and it attacks me, it will not draw in the units on the central tile. If you're too close, they will do that, and you can get outnumbered very quickly. It's happened to me one too many times. Anura is casting Blizzard on my scouts. That guy is going to catch my scout no matter what I do. Alright, well, I could run away. And running away is always a solid option, so let's do that. I'm going to try to get this guy down here. I want to see what's back there. Looks like Falkreath grew before I accidentally clicked off of it. Palisade walls. Yeah, let's throw up a low level of walls here. That's fine. Doesn't need anything crazy, just the wood walls. I think will do it for now. Unless I decide to turn that into a city later, but right now that's not really in the cards. The O Square will be done. Also, the city will grow in the next turn. Falkreath is annexing another province. Let's see what we can get. I've got... Working on the Masonic Hall, I kind of want to set this up for... Oh wait, hang on. Not working on. We're finishing that. That's 6 gold to get more production now. Let's get the blacksmith. The armory will take another quarry, so maybe I want to try to pick up another quarry. I might do it here just to prevent Arcadia from taking more territory that I feel like should be mine. It's a bit more tempting to take it down here, though, because then I get more food growth. That's just a better tile. You know what? In the grand scheme of things, if Arcadia wants that one, I guess they can have it. I would kind of like to clean it up and turn it into a farm later in the game and get some nice adjacencies with other farms in this area, but that's so far out from me being able to even clean volcanic terrain because I didn't take Tome of Fertility. I think the food is better. Just get the more growth, the additional growth. And we got a bear buddy. He can go back with the other friends by Whiterun. Okay, got another hero in the prison. I should probably get those prison things. Hang on a second, what just happened here? Wait a second, hang on. Oh wait, no, that isn't me. What? A new error? Oh, he died. For a second I thought somebody else had somehow stolen him from me, but no, he died. That actually shouldn't come as a surprise because he's kind of surrounded by enemies. So the moment he became my friend, he became their enemy, and then they rushed him. Okay, well, I would say sucks to be you, but he was at least trying to help. Do I still have a, got the one entwined protector there. Let's get another one at least ready to spawn. I don't know that I actually want to summon him yet, but having one of your summons like ready to go at a moment's notice can be handy. I need to start thinking about where I'm going to put teleporters too. I know I want them, I just don't know where I want to put them yet. You know, I might put one there actually. That looks like a good spot for one. Whenever Markarth grows again, which is actually going to be next turn. Where else could I put one? Well, if I take that tile, I could put one there. And I probably am going to want one at Riften, because that's where the pyre templars are going to be coming out of. Whiterun's also really close to finishing something. Shade Network, 14. I would let it finish, but I kind of need... Well, no, okay, well, I'll spend 14 to hurry production on that, because that's another 20 research. I'll spend 14 gold for 20 research, and then I'm going to start on the blacksmith, which is going to require another quarry. So I just need to plan out where that's going to go. Blacksmith is 3 turns. Yeah. So I'll hurry the production for that on the next turn, and the costs will get refunded. Or part of the cost, anyway. Okay, now we go back down to the underground and see what happens next. Down here. I just hope they don't spawn anything. I just want to knock that umbral nest out and be done with it. Because this one is really only a problem for me. There are umbral nests around this map that my enemies are having to deal with that are slowing them down. Those can stay. But this one is just an annoyance to me and nobody else, so I think it needs to go. And this one over here, I don't even know. Well, it should be a nest. Now that I think about it, if it was... Yeah, it's an infestation nest. If it was one of the cities, the borders would have that kind of purple and reddish look to them. So I might be able to pop down there and take them out real quick. Alright, just don't spawn anything, please. I would really like to be done with you. For all I know, there could be more down there. Okay, we're good. Let's move in. I gotta get these guys close enough. Actually, I could have attacked that unit on the edge there. I still could. It doesn't quite leave these guys enough movement to get back into the outpost borders, though. But at least once this is gone, the umbral taint will be gone, and they'll at least start to heal. Alright, we'll do this. Allow them to free and spread their terror across the realm. No, we're not doing the evil thing. We'll kill these guys. These guys, this army is not scary to me. We'll be fine. I'll take that XP, too. Green Lance, Flanker Signet, and a Barbed Shield. The Green Lance doesn't really help me right now. I don't have a charge unit. Although I actually... Do I have a warrior? Did I get one? I have 2 defenders. I have the one... Okay, that ring's actually pretty good. I like that ring. I'll take that reward. Did I get a warrior at some point? I think I only have the 4 heroes, yeah. So... No, I do not have a warrior. Must be thinking of a game with friends. That happens a lot. Too many active Age of Wonders games going. Might have a problem. Okay, so I can at least get these guys out of the Umbral Taint. Those guys maybe not. Well, that is just snow. Okay, it's just snow. We're good. So I can get you there. I can get you here. They can start to heal. I'm not going to worry about those focus crystals right now. There's 2 scary wizards on it and don't want to mess with them. I would rather save my health and try to go kill something else that's bothering me. Particularly this. And then once I'm done with that, I'm planning on sending them back up. And this army is going to go after that before that becomes an even bigger problem. By then, hopefully, I will have some Pyre Templars. The Pyre Shrine is done on the next turn. And then it's the blacksmith. And by the time the city grows, I don't even need the city to grow. Again, I can go straight into an armory from there. I have enough quarries. And we'll just go full unit production upgrades. The Pyre Shrine will also give me a little bit of extra draft. Okay, you can go here for now, I guess, Bear. That's fine. And this guy can keep on running back. Markarth has grown again. I believe I was planning to take this and get a teleporter out here. Probably my first teleporter. I do need the tavern, but I can build that any time. Let's start getting the teleporters ready. So I think actually I could get one up in Riften too. Riften does have extra farms. I could even stick a teleporter right there, right next to the capital on the sheep. I sort of like the idea of having the teleporter behind Riften, though. I might go for this spot here. Or maybe this one, because it's volcanic. Well, actually, no, it doesn't matter, because this is still producing the normal amount of food. I keep thinking the farms on volcanic produce less food, but normally I could only build huts on those. But if you build the farm and then the terrain turns to volcanic, it's still the same as any other farm. So as long as I don't change that one, I actually should leave it, and I should build the teleporter on that spot instead. So let's go ahead and unlock teleporter tech now. And then I'm going to turn that into a teleporter. And that can actually be the last thing that city does. But I just want it in the queue so I don't forget about it. And then this one can be a hut for now. Send the bird back to the central Whiterun area. And then we can go teleporter here and do that, build that now. And I'll feel a little better. And I kind of want to think about where Falkreath needs one too. Or I guess this is Whiterun. know where I want to put it in Whiterun. I want to leave these as farms. Whiterun, I did want the, I do need a quarry here for now. I'm going to put it on those sheep, so I get the food bonus from them. Carry on bird. And the blacksmith will be done in 1 turn. Where do I want to put the teleporter? Kind of was thinking somewhere a bit more forward-facing in Whiterun, but I can decide that later. The Entwined Protector is ready, but I am going to just hang on to that summon for now. I don't actually need it on the field at the moment. Rally of Lieges, a big one too, dang. I am spoiled for choice in this game. Oh gosh, somebody has Bastions and Iron Golems. I didn't really get... I like Iron Golems a lot. In fact, one of my favorite builds is pretty heavy into the Iron Golems and like Tome of Dreadnought and stuff. But they benefit a lot from... I think the Dreadnought Tome of the Dreadnought, that gives them like the warding armor, that is really huge for these guys. I don't think I want them without those tomes. I think I would rather go for a Bastion, maybe depending on what these bolstered Sirens are good at. So let me, if I could get the tooltip to stick around for a second. Underground Adaptation, Arcane Focus, Empowered by Magic. Really not a good Bastion. I'd rather have like defensive traits. Bronze Golems, no, because I have way better Knights. Stone Spirits are a defender that might be worthwhile. I'm kind of looking at defensive units. Blessed Souls, too. I like Blessed Souls a lot. I think I'm going to actually grab one of those at least. I don't know if there's anything else I want out of here except for maybe a fairy, possibly an awakener. I wish the awakeners were the Sirens with the magic bonuses. These guys are quick reflexes, cheerful, and light-footed. They're the monkeys. I think I would rather get a fairy. Maybe one of the spring fairies. Actually, what I would really like is the summer fairy, not the... I don't need the winter one. I don't really need the autumn one. The spring fairy gives focus aim and budding strength. Really, the summer is the one I wanted, the one with the AoE status clear. I guess I have status clear options, so it's not super important. I think I just want the Blessed Soul out of that for now. If I can get solid shield units, that's good for me. More infestations. What else is new on that front, I suppose? Alright. So we got the teleporter going up there. We have one scheduled for construction in Riften. And Falkreath we'll worry about. Falkreath will probably grow again soon, and I can pick a new spot for one if I want to. Alright. We can end that turn. I'm probably going to watch for enemy movement again in between turns here. I'm not expecting to see anything out of Larissa. But I'm also not really as worried about what's going on in the underground, so we'll watch the surface for now. I know Noctis was kind of trying to chase down my scout, but he may have given up. They did take the tower my scout just grabbed. Oh wait, no, Anura's... Okay, never mind. She is still without her capital. For a second I thought she got it back, but it was a different quest that disappeared. Alright, until I get my next hero, I think I will just... I don't think I'm going to make a Spider Matriarch wand for for Dovahkiin. I think I like the items he has. They really benefit him, and he's probably my strongest unit. So we'll leave Dovahkiin the way he is, and just give one new Spider Matriarch wand for every new hero that I get. I thought these guys were getting thinned out, but that's really just because the borders of Falkreath are expanding and they're just running around randomly into more areas. I am really glad I had them set to defend when that Lodestar event happened, because otherwise all those units would have just been wasted getting thrown out pointlessly at cities that would have just been retaken, even if they were lucky enough to actually capture them. Alright, we are at a point now where this crow is going to go on a very brave scouting mission. So I don't really need him hanging around here. But he could get over those mountains a lot faster than my other scout could, so that's his new job. Okay, now as for you guys, I really would like it if you patch yourselves up and go meet the enemies, which you can't actually do. Why are you guys so slow? Wait, you guys are... Yeah, you are slow. Why are you so slow? Did they get burdened of faith or something, or is it just the terrain? I don't know, but I guess for now they can go heal here. They're in those walls, so I'm going to need to move other units in the walls too, so they don't get picked off. And I guess on the next turn we can make a rush at that. There's something over there, because there's units hovering around it. Whoa. Somebody just cleared something down there. That's probably worth taking a look at, because there's AI movement in that area. And if Mark Carson any danger, I would very much like to know about it. Okay, Flame Blessed Champions is done. We are powering through research now. I can get Consecrating Firestorm. I don't really care that much about Zealous Ignition. It is, I guess, well, okay, the enemy units in 2 hex radius suffer condemned until end of battle. That is pretty nice. And and if the target already has Zeal, they gain 2 strength. You know what? That's better than I gave it credit for. That's pretty good. Alright, you know what? Consecrating Firestorm may come around again later. I'm not going to hold on to it again. I'm actually going to take that first. It is a little pricey on the casting cost, but I think that could be worth it because of just so many. It says enemy units in a 2 hex radius suffer condemned, so that's not like a chance to happen. I think that's a guaranteed condemn, which is great for units that already have Zeal, including the Pyre Templars. So I think I do take that. What do I want to do now with Whiterun? What was I doing here? We're trying to upgrade it to get... I got the quarry, so that I built the... Yeah, armory was kind of next up. I was trying to increase unit draft, that's right. Can't get the armory yet, so we'll do something else. How about an estate hall? Anything to help the city grow. I am kind of waiting on Palace of Vows, because that's going to allow me to make the Pyre Templars. So I think what I do is I get Estate Hall and then start in on Palace of Vows, and then I get partway through that and then get the boost for it, and then I can start making Pyre Templars out of Whiterun as well. Riften is working on its first Pyre Templar. We got the blacksmith almost done. I am going to... I need another quarry here before I can make the armory. Okay, the city will grow, and then I can get another quarry. Probably throw it just down right there and somewhere. It doesn't really matter. Falkreath got its blacksmith done. They are also waiting on the next town hall, although they need to get through town hall upgrade 3 first. I should probably do that now. There we go. Let's get that done. That's a mine. What are your... I do need a pyre shrine here too. I need to figure out where the foresters all are so I can get some adjacency. Yeah, they're kind of spread randomly. In fact, I only have one now that I look at the counts. But out here somewhere would work. Because I could turn both of those into foresters easily enough, and then that would benefit from 2. I think I minimized something up here a minute ago, and I don't know what it was. Okay, you guys are done with your turn. I can hold off on that. Okay, Empire Development. This one I want to get as soon as I get it, as soon as it becomes available. You kill heroes often enough in this game, that extra knowledge stacks up quick. So we'll take that. I am making near 100 Imperium per turn, but I'm trying to keep my stockpile on the high side because the Pyre Templars will eat that up too in terms of their upkeep. Okay, we're going to close that. I don't need any other items at the moment that I'm aware of. But I am going to give this to him. Or her, I'm not 100% sure. Shield Maiden, so I guess that's a her. You can have that, and there we go. So now all 3 of my heroes, everyone except the dragon, can summon tier 4 spiders, and I'm good with that. Right? Again, flying through turns here in this episode, dang. I feel like, I think it's just because I haven't had to do any combat manually. That makes a huge difference in how much game you can get through. Oh, I need to also remember that when that's done, I want to turn that into the School of Discipline in Markarth. Oh, we got another. They're making another run at it. But it does look like, I think the Great Bird's Nest has spawned another army.
Oh.
Like how Maribel or Larissa is essentially the in-between turn entertainment for this series at this point. Zorn the Disciplined. Have not heard a single peep out of that guy all game. I don't think I've even seen any of his units that I can remember. He must be packed in behind everybody else. Alright, do you make a run at the bird nest, or do they make a run at you? Oh, no, you decided wisely to back off. I think they saw that new group spawn in and just kind of noped out. But I suspect they're going to go get their leader and bring her down and try it again with the boss. So I don't know how much credit I can actually give them, because they'll probably continue to make the same mistake. Alright, if I could really, I would really like to get just one scout, just one bird or something behind enemy lines to actually start mapping out land that I can't yet see. I think you're safe to move here for now. I do have an extra Whispering Stone, I just realized that I didn't assign anywhere. Thorncroft is going to be mine soon. Good gosh, I'm at war with 6 of those things. Okay, who needs city stability the most? I think at the moment it's probably Markarth. But even Markarth is... Let's see, you guys are absurdly happy. Riften is pretty happy. Let's give it to Riften. Just because that's the one producing units right now. And the stability should, I think it does. Yeah, bonus to draft income, okay. So you can hang on to that. Because I want to keep your happiness absolutely maxed out. Basically anywhere that's producing Fire Templars needs to have their happiness maxed. Alright, and as for you guys, I don't know how much I want to do down here, but oh hey, look, they're kind of exploring a little bit on my behalf. Although I'll be coming out of this one, not that one. Okay. I need to poke my head in there and at least see what's going on. I would love to clear that, but there's no way I'm clearing a gold ancient wonder if the silver ones are giving me as much trouble as they are. We'll come back later with pyre templars for those. Okay, how about you don't run through the bad umbral stuff and instead maybe circle around this way? Looks like a little safer route. Okay, oh, whoops, I've recruited a bastion. I didn't mean to, but I did. Must have double-clicked by accident or something, I'm not really sure. Oh well. I suppose we can make use of you. Bastion's a bastion, they're still really good. Love my, one of my industrial, a build that was very heavily industrial and order focused that I made. That's one that has not been on my channel yet, but I thought it was a lot of fun. Very, very tough. Just gotta watch out for mages. Okay, I don't know why I'm clicking on that. I'm not planning to forge anything right now. How about you guys? I do think I want the tavern out here next. The earlier you get that, the happier you keep your people, the better. I can get foresters next, which is nice. And I do still want to get the School of Discipline, but it's not as important as the tavern, so I think maybe what I'll do is I'll queue that up for after the tavern. There we go. And I am planning on surrounding that with quarries, so that'll be kind of a nice School of Discipline. Eventually, Markarth will be able to crank out troops decently quickly, I think. And it's going to reach some nice stuff down here whenever I'm able to clear it. Now that, you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, I should probably upgrade this city to a work camp so that it can get the gold vein and start paying for itself a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm going to. It'll get either the gold vein or the mana node, but the sooner I do that, the better. Eventually, odds are this outpost will get absorbed into Markarth. I think I am going to expand Markarth down underground quite a bit, but I think it still probably will be a little while before I end up doing that, especially since in order to expand Markarth, I have to clear this thing, because it's sitting on the, I think it's on the, yeah, it's on the same province with the cave entrance. So I actually can't expand Markarth underground until this is out of the way. Alright. I think we're at the end of the turn, so let's carry on. We almost might power through the entire Tome of Cleansing Flame today. I think part of that's, though, is I've gotten a decent amount of structure clears, infestation clears, and I'm getting all sorts of bonus resources out of those. Out of curiosity, let's see where Anura's at right now. Still hanging around in the umbral darkness. Looks like she's got outposts down there. She's definitely got some land. I wonder if my buddy here will explore any of that. I'm not actually sure what they're doing that far out there. That's kind of not really near them. Yeah, why do they have that army up there? I have Arcadia set to defend my own city, so I'm kind of curious how they got there. They would have had to come through that entrance, which would have been through this portal, I guess, which would have been through this one, which is under Palisade. It's probably closer to Arcadia than anything else, but still, that seems kind of far. Brutal incursion. Seek out Hardwin Oxen's band of warriors. Okay, so this is one of those hunt down the guys causing trouble missions. Yeah, we'll do that. Or I'll at least agree to it. Rending Shadows. Do I want that for any reason? Enemy units in a 1 hex radius sustain physical damage, have a chance to become blind, and gain Sunder defense. That's pretty nice, especially since I get bonuses for attacking blinded units. I think I'm going to grab Rending Shadows here. That seems worth getting. Okay, I want this guy's army to have the fancy shield guy, and I've got extra units here now. Oh, hey, and I just got my Avenger too. Okay, let's get some stuff cleaned up here. We don't need the monk, I think, is the first person to get kicked out. We're going to replace him with an Avenger. We're going to kick out the Entwined Protector, replace him with the Blessed Soul. I think I like those a little bit better. The Entwined Protector should be in a different army. We can kick out the crappy little spider and put you in here. We can get rid of probably one of the Honor Blades and add the Bastion to this group. So we've got a pretty good army there. Good enough to blunt anything coming after me. And hold off long enough for Dovahkiin to get back over there. Speaking of Dovahkiin, holy crap, there is stuff down there for sure. It's all beat up though. They've been fighting somebody. A lot of Umbral Mistresses, but no Umbral Tyrants, so this shouldn't be too bad. I think we take this pretty easily. Okay, excuse me, coming through. Oh hey, they're fighting separately as well, which is a little odd. Okay, fine. Guess we'll take you one-on-one. Easy. I'll move these guys up like this, and then attack with this group. And I just want to have Dovahkiin go over there, look in, and then pop back out, probably. Although, actually, you have a lot more movement. Does this give me Umbral? No, it gives me True Sight, but it doesn't let me see any further. So she's going to be just as good at scouting as Dovahkiin would be, and she actually moves further, so I'm going to have her do it. Okay, what do we have here? We've got no Umbral Nests, at least not bothering me, really. But Blue has a Sanctuary outpost down here, so I need to keep track of the fact that this is a route they could take to get to me. And I don't know that I really want to fight them over it just yet, because I think I'd rather go deal with the Umbral City-State near Whiterun. Is a bit more of a pressing problem. But Markarth could get hit by Blue eventually. Yeah, you know what? I'm seeing more and more enemy, because Anura has a Sanctuary outpost out here, and Blue's got one here. I would not be surprised if the AI is starting to get the upper hand on these Umbral infestations. It seems like Blue, the two blues, the teal and the darker blue, are both doing okay, at least. So I might be on a bit of a time limit here with them, after all. Let's try to get these guys out of the gloom. Although, they actually can't quite get out of the gloom. That's okay. You can go there. Let's back off for now. Leave these guys set here, and I can return to this later. I just need to keep an eye on this area. At the very least, we cleared a couple infestations over there, and we can hopefully go clear one off Whiterun too. My bird can spend the turn hiding behind Arcadia's walls, and then I can try to get up and over those mountains and hopefully go scout some more stuff out. You go this way, Zealous Ignition is done, and I've already selected Rending Shadows, so we're good there. I did get 2 more Glade Runners, so let's actually get maybe need another Glade Runner and another Avenger. And then my Pyre Templar is getting close. I will just let him finish normally. I don't see a need to hurry production on him just yet, because it's going to take a minute for Dovahkiin's army to get back up here to where they can go after the city. I do want to finish the teleporter, and I need to get that armory up and running as soon as I can. Falkreath has still multiple good options. I don't think I've ever seen land this good around a city. It's absurd. Like, and there's even more down here, gold mines, and like Falkreath is just amazing territory. I think what I need to do here, I want to try to get a teleporter up, and I need to decide what spot I want to put it in. I also want to get a pyre shrine up, but that's going to go here. I already kind of know where that's going. The teleporter is a bit more of the wild card. I normally like to have them pretty close to the city center, though. Thinking maybe this spot right here where that farm is. I don't really want to get rid of a farm right now, but the other option is to get rid of a mine, and I think in the long term I would rather have more mines. I could put the teleporter here, but that prevents me from having the research post, and this actually gives me a bonus for research posts, so I think I would rather have the research post. That's a mine. Don't want to get rid of that. That's a quarry. That is changeable, but I could put a mine there, so I don't really want to switch that. Yeah, you know what? I think the teleporter is going to go right here. I think right on that farm province. It's a little bit nested behind the city, which I kind of like. It's also near a cave entrance that I could spawn in and run down real quick. I like that spot. We will ditch the farm. Once that's done anyway. I'm not going to hurry production of that town hall. We're going to ditch the farm and add the teleporter, because I want to get this infrastructure ready to go. Alright, who leveled up? I think this is, yep, Lusty Argonian Maid. I would like to start going down the resistance line, I think. And maybe target a little extra health. Let's do that. Just make the tanks more tanky. Also, I had a really good ring that I picked up, and I forgot to distribute that to anybody, but the Flanker's Signet is very good. I do like that Ring of Protection, though. She can keep that. I'll give this to somebody else. Inspiring Killer, that's the Mage, and he gets some status resistance. Gosh, this could be even better if I can arrange for flank attacks, because he already does such a huge amount of damage. Ring of Protection, that one's fine on a defender, and Dragon has a lifesteal ring, which I really like. I think I'm going to give that to the Mage. That's just even more absurd amounts of damage output that he can do. Alright. So... and here she comes for round 10 or whatever she's on. Larissa. This is not healthy behavior. Alright, well, we're going to leave Larissa to her own machinations for the rest of the week. I need to call this episode here, guys. It's well past lunchtime because I'm kind of getting a late start today. So I'm going to wrap this up. But thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And I do expect to be back next week. The plans that I was going to do, we do plan to reschedule. I don't know when we will be rescheduling them, though, so I will keep you guys posted. But until then, thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it, and I will see you all in the next episode. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Dawson Horner, Devin Larson, Jimbro, Roderick, and Sarah Feingold. Thanks so much, everybody.